I'm fan of Collider too, by the way.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
What's Collider for the ones that don't know about Collider?
It's an innovation and acceleration program, but we are based on science projects. So we cherry-picked potential technology projects from universities and research centers, and we try to validate their potential in the market. And if we find so, we incubate and we accelerate them, and we become the first investors of that project. Yeah. So our main focus is to accelerate science-based projects. Yeah.
Something really relevant.
Sometime you might be sponsoring this, Carmen and Sara.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah, the other features that. What kind of examples can you bring to the table? I mean, what is happening in terms of science that can be accelerated and can be a new business?
We have a lot of things. We have a lot of things on agri-food sector. We have a lot of things in energy, in health, in digital health. We have incorporated and invested in 18 companies so far. 18 companies that are facing Series A, Series B, so quite exciting companies, quite exciting startups. We are in a phase that is very early stage, so we actually don't know if that project will scale and will succeed. That's why we need the involvement of the ecosystem. That's why we need the involvement of corporations, of investors, entrepreneurs, et cetera, to help us to accelerate those projects and make real the dream of the scientific team that it's behind the technology. Yeah.
Okay. I think that it's also a case of collaboration, right? Because you're collaborating with corporations, with scientists for sure,
exactly.
In order to boost that kind of
yeah, we think that ecosystem for us is super important because we don't know actually which technologies will succeed. So we need corporations in order to validate those technologies and the desirability of the market of those technologies. And also, we cannot invest a lot of money on this kind of projects that they are very financial. They need a lot of financial, they have another financial needs. So we need not only corporations in order to validate those projects, but also investors in order to secure the viability of the projects after the program, after we have invested on that. Yeah.
It's a perfect combination, I think, because you are boosting or creating this bridge between the science and the practical world by giving this little initial push, but also making sure that you have all the right players in place, no?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
What do you have in the future, or what kind of practical examples can you share with us?
Our idea and our core and our aim is just to bridge the gap between science and industry. We hope, and we are opening doors of research centers and universities in order to big corporations, SMEs, medium corporations, etc., to look at the science that is going on the research centers and universities across all Spain. So what we are wanting is not just to accelerate programs and create startups, but also try to bridge that gap between science and industry. Yeah.
Yeah, because the gap sometimes is like different language, different movements.
Yeah, it's different.
Like different worlds even.
It's different worlds. We started 5 years ago, and we are quite optimistic because we have seen a lot of changes. We are not the only player in the ecosystem. We are not the only ones that are trying to do the same thing with different approach. So a lot of things have arrived. A lot of projects have arrived. We have seen that it increased sensitivity on technology projects, on going to research centers, on understand what happened, or widen the open innovation programs of corporations. So we are kind of optimists. Our next thing is just keep on going on what we are going, and what we are doing. Yeah.
What I've experienced visiting Collider and the projects that you have there is that even though the distance maybe to see this scale, when you see that happening, the thrill of creating these deep changes that come from science is energetic. You feel that, oh my God, you are hitting here with real interesting stories.
Yeah, because actually if these technologies work, it will disrupt the market.
Exactly.
It will disrupt the industry. If we look at the big changes that happen in the humanity, the vaccines of the COVID is science-based projects, the internet is science-based projects, GPS is science-based projects, all these energy is science-based projects, etc., etc. All these things that change the way we interact, the way we consume, etc., was thanks to this kind of projects. So we are truly excited to see these projects going forward and achieving great success.
Yeah, like the first step of that value chain of innovation, I would say.
I think that universities are the first step. There is the tech transfer offices that they are doing a great job. I think that we need to close the different walls, no? The scientific mindset and the company industry mindset in order to bring together and see what happens there. Yeah.
Yeah.
We call this section good business with good science.
Yeah,
you know?
actually.
So any call to action, any invitation to our guests today and people who are watching on streaming and maybe in the future will be listening to this podcast or video?
Hopefully. Or keeping the same idea. It's just to look at what is going on the science, look at what's going on in the universities, in the research centers, look at what is going on, because it will be the next things on the industry. Metaverse is based on Web3, that it's deep tech. Artificial intelligence that we are talking a lot about is about deep tech. All the changes in the new technologies will happen thanks to this science project. So grow the sensitivity to look at it and try to widen your open innovation projects in order to embrace that kind of projects.
Embrace science.
Yeah, embrace
Thank
science.
you very much, Paul.
Thanks
Thank
a lot
Thank you
for the
very much,
invitation.
Paul.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.
Christian, what do you think about today?
I don't know, so many ideas, so many ideas. I think that, well, we have said that the world is complex, and ecosystems, collaboration, and people are ways of doing that. I see this like a puzzle, where different pieces, and people are struggling in order to get the pieces in the same picture, right? In the science, in the corporate world, in the startup world, everyone is trying to get like the picture of how complexity can be more simple, I would say. Yeah.
And we discussed that nowadays we have all these wicked challenges, wicked problems that we are facing as humanity. As Maria González Picatoste said, we need to realize that these challenges will keep existing, to embrace the complexity, to learn to surf it, and to maybe orchestrate the ecosystems needed to face those challenges.
Yeah.
And we do that with open innovation, which we love.
Yes, we try.
No?
At least we try, I think.
Yes. We invite you to be connected, to open your eyes and your ears to everything that is happening, to be ready to collaborate. And if you want to discuss about open innovation, we're your people, right, Christian?
Well, yeah, we're always talking about this. So.
Thank you very much for sharing with us this new edition of Radio Open Innovation. And let's keep connecting and creating business together. Thank you very much and enjoy the rest of the day.